Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel where I build apps real time in SwiftUI. Last few weeks we've been playing with the new Xcode 14 beta, playing with some of the new features like navigation stack and layout, all in the service of a new app idea. Well, new to the world or new to me. Um, I guess what I mean is starting fresh to have something to launch when iOS 16 launches in the fall. Um, keeps, keeps doing that every time. Yeah, so we have a little bit of a timer app. Um, Yesterday, we added a keyboard for the duration. Um, we can cancel it by clicking out, or we can set it by clicking into it. That feels pretty good. Let's see. So perhaps today we could work on a visual picker or give more details on the previous runs. Um, we have this one going for quite a while now. We could also look at maybe doing something with the main interface here. Did we leave any uncommitted changes from today? I think we like finished something, right? Or we almost finished something. Oh, yeah, looks like we are all groovy. Um, yeah, one of the big changes from yesterday is that instead of one struct that's published, we had like 5 different fields that matched all these, that represented all these things. And yeah, the app publish wasn't working as we expected. But once we consolidated all those fields down to one, so that only one app published fires, um, we got the expected behavior. Um, Namely, sometimes when clicking on the keyboard, it wouldn't. It would show the previous keyboard, not the new one. Cool. So what's for today? Um, I guess having the stopwatches separate from the timers is a little awkward. Maybe you want to have like a section that shows like currently running things. Um, Main screen. What would you want to see? Like currently running timers. Uh, Recently used timers. Um, and I guess perhaps having like a better way to differentiate between timers and stopwatches other than the color. Um, Maybe stopwatches like also need titles. Um, Again, stopwatches are these quick start things that start right away, so that we can, explore a recipe, or we started cooking before we started a timer, and we just want to know how long things are going for. And also, like maybe rearranging would be nice. Yeah, I guess if I start a timer, it should like go up to the top or something like that, right? Um, let's see, where is our main screen? Close the DB folder, keyboard folder, timer grid. main screen. Here's the timer grid screen. It has a timer grid followed by a stopwatch grid. Perhaps these are sections of the same thing. Um, I guess we have two kind of timers. Maybe these can be computed properties. Oh, this doesn't show if it's running here, does it? No, the cell is responsible for grabbing that out. Ah, crap. Are we gonna filter if if we don't have all the items to filter on? Yeah, each cell gets out a run record. Huh, so maybe we want to fetch everything in the grid so that we can filter and split out the running timers from the ready timers. Um, before we do a lot of work like that, we can kind of um, stub things out using the power of SwiftUI. Um, so I guess we can say the running timer record will be. See, we have fixtures, right? Fixture dot timer dot. And which one did we make a running timer on? Just dumplings. Okay. Fixture. Oh, this wants to be an array. Sure thing. So we'll just do one of each for now, I guess. Um, and can I make two sections? Can I make is active better than running? I'm sure we'll be debating that for a long time. Yes, this is running. Another section for. Ooh, am I missing? Yes, I am missing. Oh, again, missing a close paren. Why is it got to center? Why's it got to center these titles? Can I put my own view in there? Oh, we can just put a header in there. Okay. So we said this was active. We can make it bold and a font of headline, perhaps. See if this looks any better. And if I want to try aligning this to the left, the active dumplings didn't pull through. Kind of surprised by that. I have another theory. Just like with the button, I wonder if we frame this with an infinite max width, if it'll take up the whole space. Oh, not really. Okay. That would have been nice because then we don't have to worry about left to right fonts. It would just work. So it's a little unfortunate we have to do this. There's got to be a way. Is there some kind of like alignment we can give the header? Oh, you can collapse these? Yeah, let's try, let's try that. A little sidetracked from what I was looking for, but that does sound exciting. What was it? Collapsible. I'm not getting the autocomplete on this. Oh, only on Mac. Oh, would have been fun. What if instead of doing this HStack business, um, does this thing have an alignment? Um, doesn't look like it. Oh, it does have alignment. Okay. Thought I checked the documentation. It wasn't showing up in the autocomplete. Whoa. Alignment. Um, Leading. And what I'm looking for is for these titles to be aligned to left. Okay, so that worked for the section title, but not for one where we have an explicit header. Oh, there we go. Cool. So we can do the same thing down below. Paste and move this bit. Cool. And now it kind of looks like we would kind of want the stopwatch in here as well. Instead of having them be sort of separate with this double scrolling thing, let's try to bring them in here inside of a section for them. And then we'll go into actually implementing this running in ready business. Because so far I am liking this, but let's see the whole thing first before we do too much below the surface. So this looks exactly the same. It just has a different cell. For each. So this will be the stopwatches. And here we'll use the stopwatch grid dot cell. And yeah, I suppose we'll want to move this out of here. And then on the grid screen, we can move that and pass in stopwatch records. Oh, did I not put a title on that? Well, it's all scrolling together, so this is a good start. Let's see. Oh, uh, nice, nice, nice. Liking where this is going. Liking where this is going. So we might need a few renames here before we dive into the internals of the changes that we need to make. Um, Timer grid. Maybe this is the this is kind of the home grid. Um, I don't like calling things home. Um, I guess we'll stick with timer grid for now. Timer grid dot stopwatch. But we can promote this stopwatch cell. And then delete all that. Cool, it's just a rename we missed, and we're oh, I know why this isn't showing as active because um, it's a fixture, and the fixtures uh, aren't shown. We're using a somewhat live database here. Okay, let's delete a few of these. I guess we can. Well, I guess we're not quite ready to commit because this is fake. Um, I don't know. I want a save point. Let's see. Uh, Sections for main grid screen. I mean, I just called it main. We could make a main screen. Launchly everything from this timer grid screen. Let's keep that thought in our back of our mind. Let's go forward with this little bit of rework. Um, let's see. I think before we had a timer record with the associated stopwatch record. Sorry, timer record with an active run record if it was there. And I think I ended up deleting it because it looked like we weren't using it. However, it looks like we are now. It's exactly what I want to do. And instead of rewriting it, I'm going to try to read through my commit statements to see where it was. I wish this was a little bit more searchable. Timer with active run. Does this still exist? I don't see it here. I wonder if I ended up deleting it at some point. I think I can do go file history. Ah, yeah. So then I deleted it a little bit later. So let's revive this. Wait, is this just one timer? No, this is yeah, this is just one timer. I kind of want an all version of that. Hey, what's up, Dragon Dust? How's it going? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well as well. Doing great. I've got shorter streams right now because I am working on a client. So I'm just getting a quick 1 hour stream in over my lunch break. So yeah, for our active timer section, we want uh, for our new main screen, we want an active section and a ready section, and we can just get all of them out of the database and filter them uh, live, or alternatively, you could have two queries, one that shows the active timers and one that shows the inactive time. And those will drive this. That might be a good idea. Dragon Dust says, good, just finished my stream 40 minutes ago. Oh, right on. Yeah, what have you been working on your stream? Are you on contracting work right now? I haven't yet asked the client if I can stream the work. Um, we just started Monday, so I'm gonna wait a second before dropping that knowledge. Yeah, so this is still my exploration. I worked on my new app. Hope to get it done soon. Oh, cool. Do you post your streams to YouTube or anything? I feel like whenever I log on, I never see you live. We'll make that a required expression, and this will be a list instead of an optional. And here we will fetch all. I did before, but I don't know if I keep doing it because it gets no views. Maybe I continue with it just as an archive for me. Yeah, my YouTube gets a little bit of views. I guess YouTube just told me I crossed 1,000 views on YouTube um, about a week ago, so it's not nobody, I guess. I have about 10 recordings which I could upload. Yeah, the nice thing about Twitch is that exporting to YouTube is super simple. Um, and then I save hard disk space. Okay, so let's write a test for this query. Make sure we have it all set up right. So let's go to our tests. Let's see. Uh, div timers query. Nice. Do you just upload it or edit it before? YouTube has a little bit of editing tools if you need to do a little bit of something. Um, test. Yeah, there's a little button in your past broadcast to export to YouTube from Twitch. This is a test case. And it looks like for these, I didn't make them plural, so I'm going to singular as well. Um, oops, I meant to testably import app and then just regular import XC test. Oh, yeah, they're mostly unedited. Yeah, I'd love to work with an editor someday. I guess I'm still working on, feel like, refining what I'm trying to show first, and then later perhaps I'll explore editing more or something, um, or find an editor to work with. I'm not sure yet. Test fetch. This will be app database.fixture. Yeah, we'll use the fixture for tests. And I guess we'll do open a read transaction. AFK for a second. Cool. Here we can say active timers. We call it timer with active run. Yeah, I guess this is an active timer, and then it has a query on it as a subtype. Um, we did it the reverse way. I guess, just to try out what it would look like. You could say active timer query. It was a query, and then it had a struct inside called output. Um, I guess that's a little bit nicer because this active timer, it's a little bit vague that this is tied to a query. Um, Whereas this active timer query with an output, um, I guess that's a little bit like it'll have query in the name, so we know it's about a query. So let's try doing this little rename. This is code we're reviving, so I'm not too worried about it being reused. Let's just comment this out for now. Yeah, something like that. Um, yeah, now let's go back to the test. Active timer query. Oh, active timers query. Yeah, that makes sense. Since we are getting multiple timers out. Active timers query. Um, Fetch. And for now, let's just count the results. Say there's 20 of them. I know that will fail, but we'll show we got it set up correctly. Got 3. Cool. So this is active run. Oh, this is actually a little wrong. Um, we also want to filter that. Um, this should be filtered. It should be filtered by completed date is not null. On record.coding keys completed at completed. And let's run the test again. And we have one. Okay, that makes sense from what I remember of our fixtures. We can also take a look at our fixtures. Yeah, we only have one run that we named active. I believe in us is the only one with a nil completed at. And I suppose we can just assert on uh, some of the things on it. Remember that name, I believe, was dumplings. And we want to get the, I guess we should get the, assert something on the active run. Um, we want to assert on the IDs. Sure. Fixture dot run active dumpling ID. Oh, testing time. Yeah, it's nice to be able to confirm with my fixtures that my query is correct, as opposed to trying to debug a live app. And I guess in a similar way, let's have an inactive timers test, or I mean, I guess these two queries are like the opposites of each other. Um, I mean, even if I sort of say this out loud, like we're we're loading everything into memory. Probably not going to scale going too far forward, um, but it will get us to the next level. Like like this should probably have like a page on it or something like that. Well, I guess kind of assuming that someone's not going to have too many active timers going, um, which might be a bad assumption. You never know how people uh, use use your app. Test case. We'll test fetch. And I guess we should create this query. going to look an awful lot like the active timers query. Let's see. So the ready timers query. Oh, this is supposed to implement queryable. Well, we got an error here. Okay, we can implement queryable. And I guess the output of this is going to be just the timer record. We don't need a custom output type. The default value is an empty array of timer records. And I suppose we can use our little bit of a helper. We have our underscore list query. We just have to define, where's another one? Yeah, we just have to define the fetch method. So this will be one record. We're not going to filter on that. We're going to filter on, I guess, where there's no active run. Or I guess currently we're modeling it so that you only can have one active run timer. That might be something we want to change in the future, but I think that's fine to stick with that assumption for now. Let's see, how do I want to filter this? Timer record. Does we have to do like a subquery? So it's going to be like a fetch all the run records for this timer and show that all of them are nil. I guess we can write a comment here. Query for timers with no active runs. Is there a way to do this with our association? We have this active run thing. I have a feeling I'm using this association wrong. Yeah, these these SQL wrappers are nice until they're not. And, so, and sometimes just straight SQL can feel a little bit nicer. At the very least, help us sort of say out loud what we're trying to do. Select star from timer, join on time ID equals run timer ID where, then how do we say this? Is this a join? No, I don't think so. So you never use plain core data stuff. Um, no, I use a SQLite wrapper called GRDB, and it has a nice SwiftUI uh, wrapper called GRDB query, which are both very nice to use. Is there a reason why? I just don't really like core data. I find it a little overcomplicated. Um, and I found GRDB like a while ago, and I've been very happy with it over the many years I've used it, and he keeps updating it. Um, 18 days ago, um, so I just haven't found a reason to switch to anything else. Um, but yeah, everyone has their own preferences. Some people really like Realm, for example. Um, I wasn't particularly impressed with Realm. I prefer relational databases. Um, do you prefer core data? Maybe I'll try it out next time I need a database. Yeah, it's been really great. Um, I've tried many different SQLite wrappers over iOS and Android, and this one's still my favorite. Um, I give it the very big thumbs up. Dragon Dust says, I normally use Core Data. On the current customer project, we use Realm. Oh, cool. Yeah, my clients also are using Realm right now. Uh, with the Realm Sync. Oh, nice. I have not tried Realm Sync yet. I mean, one really nice thing about GRDB is that swapping from trying to use like the, the interface that he makes versus just going to straight SQL and interpreting it as a record um, is just that easy. My query might be wrong, but I'll find out soon enough with my test. So speaking of the test, let's write the test. So I'll get app database.fixture, do a read transaction, and we'll say ready timers query fetch in the database. And for now, let's just count the results again just to make sure everything is set up correctly. XET equal result.count is 80. It's a really big number. Equal light error on syntax. Oh, I think I need the table name here. Close some of these other files again. No such column nil. How do we say null in SQL? Is it that? Oh, well, it got 0, which is, I don't think that's correct. Let me see the fixtures. Yeah, we should have gotten at least this pork shoulder timer, which has no runs associated with it at all. So let's see. What am I doing wrong with my query? Let's see. So we're selecting all timers, joining on runs. Um, an or here. See if we get something here though. Still getting a big fat 0. And this should have gotten. These two items are completed, right? Yeah. Oh, and our previous test should have caught this one as well. Actually, this has a completed. Oh, maybe we didn't insert this into the fixtures. Oh yeah, we never inserted that one. Okay, so that's why it didn't get found. Um, I guess I should insert it. That way it won't be surprising. So that means we will probably have to fix the previous test. Uh, active timers. Active timers query. Hey, welcome to the channel, JP Par. Um, let's see. So I have these two queries, one for the active timers and one for the definitely inactive timers. And they really are two sides of the same coin. Um, Maybe I should do the filtering in memory. I guess it would be nice to kind of directly have a ready section because I feel like if we wanted to move this to a separate screen, it would be easy. Um, Maybe it's like a fetch plus a subfetch. AP part says, "What are you doing? What tech are you using?" Um, I guess the in the beginning of June, Apple released a beta version of the upcoming version of Xcode, and I'm making a new app to play with some of the new features in the new beta version, which will be released for reals in the autumn. Uh, and something that we talked about in my Discord was it'd be nice to have like a timer app that had some interesting features. So one thing we're doing is to have like this quick start timer, which if you started cooking but you forgot to start a timer, you can just start one and then later convert it to a timer. It's like, oh yeah, I was making fries and I wanted to cook them for 1 hour. You can convert that stopwatch to a timer. Um, and right, this is stub data for right now. Not showing up. Is it for a client or your current company? This is not for a client. The client I have to get back to in 1 minute, actually, in a minute or two here. Yeah, this is for my own exploration, or I guess my current company, I guess, is the choice out of those two options. Yeah, this ready timers query is a little bit more spicy than I was kind of expecting at first glance. I think I might need to use a with to get all the active timers and then say all the timers whose IDs are not in this list of ID. Um, I want to like sort that in some way also. What's your expertise or your current job in your company, mobile dev or web dev? Uh, I focus on iOS. I focus on holding what you make in your hand. There's nothing like it. And I love types. I love Swift. Swift is my favorite language right now. I really like its type system. Of course, there's more that could be improved with it, but that's with any platform. Ooh. Let's see, so I do need to get back to the other client or my actual client. Um, wow, iOS stuff. Where are you from? I'm in New York City. Um, Greatest city in the world, as we like to say around here. Although there are very many wonderful and great cities all over the world. It's just a saying, I think. Um, yeah, just to review what we got done today. We cleaned up our main screen. We have now sections for the active timers, the ready timers, um, and for quick starts. Is SwiftUI in demand there? Uh, I'm not sure how to answer that. um, yeah, so we split out our main screen to clean it up. Instead of having two separate grids, we now have one grid with different sections in it. And our plan is to, uh, create this with live data. We started building new queries for this, and we wrote tests for it. Unfortunately, ran out of time and didn't get to finish that part. Um, let's see. JP Parr says, I'm a junior software developer, and what you're doing caught my attention. Yeah, I love SwiftUI. Welcome to the club, junior. Right on. Best of luck with what you're up to. But I'll be back tomorrow at the same time over my lunch break, bringing you more live coding with all of the frustrations, the happy parts, joys, the sads, and getting stuck. Real life coding, nothing pre-made and pulled out of an oven to show as if I just did it. It's all live. Um, yeah, see you next time too, Dragon Dust. Um, Below is my Twitter for stream updates and my website, which has links to my current apps on the App Store, my YouTube, and all that stuff. You stream for beginners? I do get some beginner questions, yes. I'm just sharing what I do, I guess. And beginners find that interesting, and hopefully non-beginners find that interesting too. Like, I guess Dragon Dust has stopped by quite a few times, and I'm pretty sure Dragon Dust is not a beginner. Yeah, if you hit Bang Discord, you'll get a link to my Discord. I do have a public channel there now. Um, Still trying to get that going. So yeah, please stop on by. It'd be great to have you there. Well, thank you so much for sharing this time with me, sharing my creative passions with you all, and I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.